Hello everyone. Well, it's Labor Day, so I figure I should labor. So we're going to try to finish our pond overflow. Let's try to get this thing wrapped up. Alright, I'm going to show you sort of how this thing's going to work. This is coming around my tile. This will be the wall, so this is essentially where it's going to be. Concrete will pour down in here. So I'll have one going here, one going around, and then one back. But I don't know if you can see down in there, but I've got it. These are going to hang down in there on the inside of the rebar, but they'll be up off the ground, so that'll establish my floor. I went in there and shot about 1 inch of fall from the bottom of my liner on my tile over to the wall. So what I've done is I've tucked me a level line all the way around, and I've got screws set. So I'll roughly cut a piece of OSB, set it down on my screws, and then I'll scribe my line up here. So I'll lay it down in there, get it centered up, scribe it, mark it, and then they'll be the right height, and they should fit and match up to the outside wall. Like so. Gotcha. Got it. Yeah. Hey Roger, your nickname ain't crooked as a dog's hind leg, is it?
Yeah. Hey, these things look like snakes when I get through.
I hear you. All right, now we've got it roughed in. We've got to trim this back side, block up that end, and then we're going to hang our supporting braces in there to hang this thing. So we'll get back to you. Okay, raise her up, Rajo. Okay, ease her right there. Hold on, let me get up there. Okay, ready? Pick it up. Put it down now. Gotta ease it down. Stay on there. Right there. Next one, 28 to 16.
Ooh.
28, one little mark.
See, that is too short.
No, that's perfect.
28 and 16.
You got it. All right, we've got our outside built. We got to do some more blocking around it, but we have our tile, and what will happen is I'll pour the bottom up to the liner in the tile. I'll pour it up and just barely start pouring it up the wall, which I've got to build a head wall over there. So what I'll do is we will pour the bottom and let it set for a little while. Get it up on our walls just a little bit to kind of set everything, and then we'll go over to the head wall, pour it, and then we'll come back over here and slowly work our way all the way around our column here. And then we're going to add a lip on the inside where we can set a grate down in it. So we'll add 1.5 inches material around this side on the inside of the wall. When the form comes off, we'll have that to where it will we can set a grate down in it. So a little more securing, and we ought to have it whooped. So you can see this center box is cantilevered with inside this, so that floor will pour up, and it's off the ground, which I wanted plenty of concrete in the bottom, which I'm gonna have quite a bit. But anyway, I'm down to, I kind of dug down to hit solid dirt. That's probably 16 inches off the ground. So this box is hanging off of these two, I'm like 2x3s or whatever, but the exterior I've got set in place, and so this inside box is hanging off of those and the exterior, so that way it'll be monolithic. The walls and the floor will all be one pour. Well, it won't have any seams. Apparently it ain't as muddy in here today as it was the other day. Luckily we ain't wading in the mud, and I don't have mud under my rear end. Back, Grant. Oh, it's Roger here. I got it. All right, flip it around right here, Roger. Who would ever thought you could rip 2x4s with a battery-powered saw? It'll do it. Bada boom, bada boom. That's a cut machine. That beats all I've ever seen. What I am doing now is we'll want a grate to set in here, so when the water fills up, concrete will be flat here, water will come up. When the water level comes up, it'll come over the concrete, go down and go through a culvert. But we don't want sticks and crap to float and go down in our culvert pipe, so what we're going to do is create 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches lip inside our concrete. So we'll take a piece of steel grate, set down in this recess that'll be created by this concrete when it's done. All right, we got it formed up, got our rebar down in it, everything braced, and I think it'll hold. We've tried to put as much support on it as we can. I think it'll hold, but probably be a couple weeks before we get to pour it. We've got to build a head wall over here across the culvert. But anyway, we'll bring you along when we pour it, and hopefully our forms don't blow out, and we'll have a pond overflow when it's over. But anyway, I'll tell you, I've been surprised that so many people, well, I won't say so many, but more people have watched our videos than what I expected. So if you've watched our videos, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming along, and if you want to subscribe to us, we got plenty more to do. I appreciate you watching. Catch you later.